consent matters. All right, shower is completed. That's not okay. Oh, I just saw the gnat again. That's not okay, in my opinion. Oh! I will be a plus size influencer who has died. That is crazy. This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Damn, what a real bitch is saying.
Hey there, YouTube. It's me, Hens, and I'm back here with Amberlynn. This is another weigh-in video, so prepare to be lied to. It's called Stepping on the Scale Pasta Recipe and my new goal weight. Bet it's like $2.99 instead of $1.99 now. Let's see what she's up to, because it's probably just nonsense.
Hello, hello. Welcome to
Hello,
a what I
hello.
Eat Today and a weigh-in video.
Bow, 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 bow.
So I'm just showing you guys what I eat today, and literally,
You really need to figure out the intro volume levels, Amber.
I don't eat breakfast. I'm sure you guys have noticed that. I eventually do want to get.
Yeah, because you wake up at like 3 p.m. Of course, when you wake up in the afternoon, you're not eating breakfast stuff unless that's like something that's already at your house. You can't order it, so you can't eat it. Of course you don't.
In the habit of doing so. I've been awake for about 4.5 hours, and I'm finally about to eat my first meal. I got
Sure.
a poke bowl.
Oh, so it's 7 p.m. She's ordering off of the evening dinner menu.
So I was on soft foods for a while. In the last few days, I have been able. Oh, whoops! Just dropped a packet of Swiss.
A while. Why were you eating soft food for a while? Did you have multiple teeth extracted, or did you have some more extensive surgery that was done other than just like having the tooth taken out?
Hold on. So I was on soft foods for a good like 14 days. In the last few days, I've been able to introduce all the textures.
You've been picking your arm again, right here.
So I'm excited for this poke bowl. So we have rice, crab, corn, sesame seeds, jalapenos, onion, ginger, wasabi peas, which is like my
Sounds like a whole lot of not nutrition.
favorite part. So this is my first meal for today. And by the way, any liquid consumption I have today will just be water. I haven't had soda in probably like 3 weeks now, almost a month.
Eventually, Amberlynn is going to come on and tell us that she gets all of the water that she needs from her food, just like a cat.
So I'm just going to be drinking water all day long. So just want to make that clear.
Granted, domestic cats do need to drink water, but there are some cats that are wild that don't.
All right, so I'm just showing you guys how much that I have left.
Ew. You should save this. If you had roasted seaweed sheets, you could actually put this in it and make a nice kimbap.
I am full and satisfied, so I'm done eating it. When I was telling you guys what was in it, I forgot to say there's also edamame and avocado. This is honestly one of my favorite meals to have, and it's super filling, and it's not too bad for you.
It is not good for you. It's a lot of calories, but on top of that, it does have like a lot of whole grains and then whole ingredients, which is better than what she usually eats. But that's not necessarily good overall.
All right, you guys, it is time for the next meal. I'm going to be making a pasta, and I want to show you guys the ingredients.
Oh. This looks like there's a channel that Zachary Michael used to do a reaction to. It was a lady who does these meals that everything is from Dollar General. And this is one of the things that it's reminding me of, because she would sprinkle in, sometimes she'll add in like an ingredient that she did get at the regular grocery store like this. But everything else pretty much you could get at the dollar store, a version of it. And then that's exactly how this comes off.
So call me weird, that's okay, but this is the
No, it's just that you have way more money than taste. And this is a very good example of that. Most people would make this because they're struggling and trying to make their money go as far as possible because they understand budgeting. Amberlynn likes this because it's gross and fatty the way that she prepares it. And then that it's like a simplistic, childish meal. That's why she likes it. The last time I had buttered pasta noodles was in high school. And it was because I was like so lazy after track. Like that's That's what I'm talking about. She has the taste of a child and it never grew up, even though she has the money to get. She could order steak. She could order anything. She could order luxurious pasta meals from the local restaurant. She doesn't like that. She likes this. This is the flavor profile of Amberlynn.
Pasta that I always make. I absolutely love it. So this is the pasta shape I am using. I will use any pasta shape for this recipe.
I'm glad that she's acknowledging that pasta is all the same. It's all the same pasta. It's just a different shape. It's not like noodles where each thing is made out of different things. Like there's uh the glass noodles, but they have them made out of different things like mung bean or like sweet potato. And then they also have and then there's also rice noodles, there's wheat noodles, there's egg noodles that have different things mixed in, and then there's everything you can get.
As long as it is small. I'm gonna be having some garlic salts, canned chicken. This is
Ew.
the only brand that I will eat. I grew up eating.
Ew. Like the only stuff I'll make out of that is a sandwich because it's so dry. It's all white meat. And so or it doesn't necessarily have to be all white meat, but that's usually what it is. And then it's in water, but you have to drain the water if you're making the salad because otherwise it becomes too flavorless.
Canned chicken, so that's why like I'm okay with it. And when I cook it in the pasta and such, it like cooks it
And
more, so I'm not like
such,
so creeped out by it. Some butter,
it cooks it more. It cooks the already well done, preserved food. Good job. Good job, Amber. I totally believe you.
some fresh Parmesan, Tapatio for some spice, and some mayo. So I will show you guys when it's all complete. All right, you guys, so here it is.
Jesus Christ. She broke the mayo.
It's honestly so freaking good. I have no words for it.
If anything, if you were going to add the mayo, you should just fold it in at the end. Otherwise, you've already put in the cheese and it started to melt down, but that's a hard cheese, which means that it's going to release oil and then still leave some little particles that you see, unless you really melt it down. And she's not doing that. She's adding in that margarine and then she's adding in which means that you already have the vegetable oil, and then you're adding in more mayo that you're breaking so that the oil separates and it comes even greasier. It's gross. You're literally ruining what this could have been.
Super easy to make, comforting.
And no vegetables. Not a single damn vegetable. You could throw in frozen vegetables and it'll be just as soft if you're really living on that soft food life. But like that's what is so frustrating. She's like, "This is such a good meal." It's not. This has no vegetables.
Extremely flavorful. I love
No, it's not. There are no specks of herbs or seasonings. That does not have flavor.
this meal. All right, guys, it is time for a snack. And I know exactly what I want. You think I'd be sick of these by now? Because during my soft food,
Wow. That means she does it all the time. The fact that she so casually slammed the door. Yeah.
you think I would be sick of these by now? Because during my soft food era, this is what I was eating. I was having puddings. But
Oh, like Bill Cosby. Makes sense.
I'm telling you, chocolate vanilla puddings, I think I'm gonna have two actually. And there's two left in this pack. Chocolate vanilla puddings are the way to go. So it's just these little packs like this. So I'm gonna have two of them.
Yeah, so you're of course gonna have two. That's why they come connected. Duh. Duh. You guys. You guys are the stupid ones because they intend for you to eat two.
100 calories each. I think that's gonna be it for the night. I've had over 40 ounces of water. I'm having a hard time getting past the 40 ounces. Sometimes I reach 60 ounces, but like my ultimate goal is like 80. And that is genuinely all I drink all day. I haven't had soda in a while and I'm very proud of that. But like for some reason, I cannot get to the 80 mark, but I'm gonna keep trying. All right, you guys, the light above me has like completely gone out. So we're just working with the light that I am receiving from the kitchen. But you know what? It's giving cozy vibes.
You're supposed to call maintenance, remember? I'm not supposed to know your apartment's regulations better than you do.
Does not need to be bright in here by no means. You just need to hear the words
By no
coming out of my mouth.
means.
So at the end of my weigh-in and what I ate today videos, what I would like to do is talk about a food-related decision that I'm proud of that I made today, a food-related decision that I'm not proud of, to wrap up the whole what I ate today segment.
Of course, because it's all about what she's proud of. And if it's not something that she's proud of or not proud of, why would she mention it? She doesn't need to talk about anything else. She doesn't need to acknowledge anything else in her existence. It's not like there's anything else she could try for or think about, reflect on, or even just like plan for the future about. No, it's all about what she's proud of.
segment because I am done eating for the day. And then when I get into my weigh-in segment, which is going to be at the end of the videos, I do want to answer 3 weight-related questions, talk about my
Yay.
weight a little bit, how the week went, and then show you guys
So you just want to talk about yourself.
the
Got
weigh-in.
it.
So that's just what to expect
Got it.
from this point forward. So a food-related decision that I am proud of today is that I cooked. It's super easy for me to open my DoorDash, order
It would eat it would be even easier if you cooked anything that's in your fridge. You showed that there was some stuff in your fridge. I don't know what all it is, but you have enough that we could see it and we were not over there. What is easier where you're like, "Oh, well I could open the app and then wait for an hour for them to bring it to me, or I could cook this grilled cheese sandwich or 3 in 15 minutes." Which is easier? Which?
all my meals in, but I have been trying to cook more. A decision today that I'm not proud of is I ate too much pasta. I ended up eating the whole pot of pasta that I made. I don't
Wow. You ate that much pasta. Wow. Greasy pasta covered in broken mayo and fake butter.
add many extra
I can believe it's not butter from how it looked.
calories to the pasta. Like the chicken, super low calorie. I only add like 1 serving of mayonnaise, about a serving and a half of the Parmesan cheese. So yeah, and like a little bit of butter. So it's just like mainly
Only
the pasta calories, but it is pretty calorie heavy for that meal. But still eating that and everything else that I ate today, I'm still in a calorie deficiency. So now let's get into the 3 weight related food
you're never in a calorie deficiency. You have a store. You have it stored up.
related, health related, etc., questions. So these are questions that I actually had saved from when I was doing weekly weigh-in videos before. These questions come strictly from Instagram. What is your weight loss goal this year? 499.8. I just want to see a 4 at the beginning of the scale. I don't want to like have
Aw.
this huge spectacular
Apparently, I was giving her too much of a benefit of the doubt. I said 2.99. She thinks 4.99.
even though I feel like that is kind of a big goal, but I feel like I
A
can do it.
big
Like we're
goal.
only at the end of June. We still have quite a
Big,
few months this year, so I feel like I
big.
can do it. Why didn't you just get the same scale that you had before? As you guys know, my scale broke and it was
I'm
weighing
too
me the
fat.
wrong weight the whole time. I didn't realize that until I went to the doctor. So then when I went to go buy a new scale, that one didn't pop up on my Amazon. So I just got one that was very similar to it. These are 2
On my Amazon, that one didn't pop up. On my Amazon.
scales that I've had before, and they're usually very reliable. With the new scale, I did have to like obviously switch the batteries
So, do you only order things that are under your suggested items? Are you fucking stupid?
because it did come with batteries, but the batteries were kind of wonk and it was weighing me in like the 400s. And I'm like, girl, that's not accurate. But then when I use
AKA. So, there's this thing that I figured out about Amber. She does not like generic brand. And what she was just saying is that they're generic brand batteries. And she does not trust that they're as good as a name brand. Okay, Amber.
use the batteries that I actually have in my home, I have so many batteries. And I'm like, how did I get all these batteries? I don't understand. But once I put the new batteries, the scale has been working. And I've been weighing myself daily just to like
Right.
see if I'm doing good. And I actually am. What are you doing to lose weight right now? So I genuinely am not following any plan or anything like that.
We can
I'm
tell.
just trying to eat less than I would on a day where I am completely off track. Because then that'll
Is her
automatically
window open? Is her window open? Because, like, all these weird sounds coming in, it's like her window is open because we've never heard this much sound coming into her apartment.
me in a calorie deficiency. All right, so we're gonna get to the weigh in. On May 19th, I went to the doctor, and on their scale, I weighed in at 546.0.
On their scale, and I don't trust it. I do not believe it. I do not believe that that could be so true, that I was so far off and I believed it. No. It's like surreal.
I'm telling you, my jaw was on the floor. Once I got my new scale, put my batteries in it, it did co-align. So my new scale does work accurately.
That's not a word. It aligned or it confirmed, not co-aligned. What the fuck?
But I do have a doctor's appointment and I know they're probably gonna weigh me. So we'll see how accurate it really is and see like the difference on their scale. But I'm almost literally 100% positive that the scale that I'm using now is accurate. So here is my weigh-in for today. Okay, so we're gonna do a weigh-in. This feels crooked.
That's hectic. This this little piece that it looks like I can just like hold. Hectic.
Let me fix it. That's a little better. So,
Like, is that like your organs protruding? Is that one of your hernias? Because she could have multiple hernias. It is possible.
this is going to be my weigh-in outfit. I'm going to weigh in every single week wearing the same
Wow.
thing. So I normally weigh myself naked because I don't want all the extra materials to add on weight. But
Yeah.
this is what I will be wearing. And we will do a
It's almost like once you know how much your clothes weigh, it doesn't matter. You could just subtract it, unless you're just that bad at math. Because I got weighed at the doctor and then I got weighed somewhere else. Oh, it was at the gym. I weighed myself. And so I saw what the weight difference was. And yeah, it made sense because both of the scales were pretty much right on target, if that's the case.
body shot each week in hopes to see improvement. So I have my scale set up here. Let me move it forward a little bit or back.
Jeez.
There we go. So my closet is the messiest room in the house. I have clean clothes I have to put a little bit or
She's like a crab. Like, you know how crabs have the jointed limbs? That's exactly what it looks like.
back. There we go. So my closet is the messiest room in the house. I have clean clothes I have to put away, so do not mind that. All right, so let's do it here. Hang on. It's ready. Yes, it is.
I don't like this lady. This lady is rude.
£534.6.
534.
Yay! You're so skinny. Good job, girl. You weigh less than a calf. Good job.
So I'm just gonna put my scale over here. And this will be where I do my weekly weigh-in every week. So that means I'm down 11.4 since May 19th. And I can definitely testify that that does feel real because my face isn't as puffy, my breathing is better, my stamina is a little bit better. There are ways, non-scale victory ways and physical ways, where I am able to tell that I'm losing weight besides just stepping on the scale. So yeah, I'm gonna try every single week to wear the same exact outfit, put the scale in the same exact spot, and I'm gonna stand on the scale for you guys and do a little twirl and see if we can notice a difference. I know a lot of people are like, Amberlynn, just step on that scale. It's just, I don't know, my brain wants to weigh in naked. I know that's like an unhealthy way of thinking because it's
No, it's just you're being stupid. You're literally working harder instead of smarter, which is because you're not smart.
like, who cares? Okay, your clothes weigh a couple pounds. Oh
Oh,
well.
and I was wrong. You weigh way more. You weigh way more than a calf. You're almost twice of what a calf is.
I don't know. I just get really hyperfixated on the number. But anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye. I didn't even realize that was the end. Sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. But I see that she keeps going up by 1K every month or two. It's interesting how that happens. So regularly. Not Amber acting like she's on bed rest because she had to get one tooth pulled. LOL, pathetic. It's genuinely sad that the only limit she seems to have in regards to her health is to not let herself get to 600 pounds, and that's more of out of pride than common sense. Maybe. I think she'll be okay when she gets it. Like, if she actually just coincidentally got up there, I think she would be fine. She wouldn't care. She wouldn't notice a difference. 534.6 pounds. On May 19th, she weighed 546. You're welcome, girls. Thank you. This must be the date that the vlog was recorded of her going to the doctor. Pasta with cheese, mayo, canned meat, butter, and salt. This is the decision you're proud of. She didn't even add any canned green beans. Couldn't be bothered. Could not be bothered. Just, oh god. Just checking in to see if anything's changed. Nope, nothing's changed. Well, Nico Cotto has not changed either. He's skinny now, maybe, but he's still just as toxic and rude. There's no way your breathing got better after only losing 11 pounds at 500 something pounds. You really are kidding yourself. Losing 11 pounds doesn't change your breathing that fast. Hello, it's heavy. So the weigh-ins of 513 to 515 a few weeks back were made up. Either made up, straight up, or she just went ahead and said, oh, I'm this weight, even though I know that the doctor's scale said something else that was very different. Almost at your heaviest again is insane. You don't need two puddings. You don't even need one. Yeah. I don't know the last time I had pudding. I do have a smoothie. I was supposed to drink a smoothie last night, and I just ended up having goldfish for dinner. Um, so I'm gonna have that because it's literally 98 degrees here today, which is insane. Amber, I gagged when you showed the pasta. Did you get that recipe straight from Resident Evil? Oh my god. That's crazy. Someone has to say it. Why are there seal noises in the damn intro? I know, it's so funny. I love it. I think it's just such a little ironic touch that if she actually I think she had somebody else make it for her and she didn't realize that there was that subtle shade. And then now it's just a part of her intro and she does not understand. And if anybody brings it to her attention that it sounds like seals, she'll say, I didn't even notice. I thought it was a dog or something. Are you going to apologize for lying to us for the last 6 months about being on a diet, or are you going to hope we forget about that? Yeah, she's gonna hope, but then she'll continue to, clickbait these weight loss arcs, mini arcs, really, because it's only like for 2 days or so. Food anxiety, but eating processed chicken arses out of a tin can. Well, like, honestly, I do understand the notion of growing up poor and eating canned meat because that's the meat that you could afford. But at the same time, she's been able to do better. She could get a rotisserie chicken. She loves rotisserie chicken. And then she'll have a whole thing. Or she can get it pre cut up because they do have the ones that come already in pieces. But no, no, she's just not interested in it. Anything that's too much effort, no. No, no, no. Let's read one more. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry if I just yelled in the microphone. Hyacinth bucket. Bouquet. It's actually supposed to be bouquet, but this is how it's spelled. Um yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you don't, so I am guessing that a lot of Americans don't know what this is, but this character is from a show that was on, it was on TV all the time. Um it was called Keeping Up Appearances, and it is one of the funniest shows ever. It is pure dry British humor. This is her, the Queen. Oh, she was such a big fan of of Queen Elizabeth. It's like not even funny. Why won't it freaking load the picture? Okay. Okay, so this is Hyacinth and this is her husband. He is a gem. He was so patient, would always run around trying to make sure that her feelings were not injured and that the people that she was literally shitting on would not wring her neck, basically. And then everybody always felt so bad for him because he was just like a nervous wreck. It was such a great dynamic, but also toxic as hell. And Amberlynn to a T. But yeah, I definitely suggest that if you've never seen this show, watch it. Keeping Up Appearances. I think it's on Netflix. It was on Netflix the last time I watched it. Um, but yes, you win the internet. Somebody called Sheridan. It's bouquet. Let's end it there. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Leave a like, subscribe, and send me a bouquet of flowers in the comments. Talk to you later.